What did your partner do that made you suddenly understand they weren't right for you? 1. It wasn't my partner, but a friend. I was venting about my then boyfriend to a friend who I didn't see too often, when she stopped me and asked, "Do you even like him as a person? Would you be his friend if you weren't dating?" We broke up shortly after. It was an eye-opening question. 2. We were walking to a restaurant and casually chatting. I offhand tried to remember what I was up to a couple of days prior. It made sense in the context of the conversation. He cut me off and said probably sleeping in and doing nothing all day. It was just a jab to be hurtful, no lead up to it at all. Not that it should matter, but I had a credit card, car, and a lease on our house all in my name. He had none of those. He worked part-time as a server but couldn't support himself. I paid all our bills. He didn't want to be on the lease because he didn't want to feel tied down. He was deeply insecure and I guess it just came out. He needed to knock me down a peg when he got the chance. I dumped him over dinner at the restaurant. 3. Dated a woman for a year. The day she was to start moving in with me, she told me my cat had to go. I told her that wasn't going to happen. She told me I had to choose, her or the cat. I told her goodbye. Never saw her again. 4. His mother slapped me so hard she broke my glasses. He just stood there and laughed and said I deserved it. All because I didn't load the dishwasher to her standards. 5. Told me that I wasn't allowed to struggle when they were struggling because it invalidated their feelings. 6. He was living with me at my parents' house when he fell on tough times. One day he was using my laptop to check emails and left for work. He didn't log out, so when I used my computer I saw he had emails from his new coworker. Nothing crazy, just flirty emails and some selfies. Still staring at his inbox, I called him to confront him about it, and as soon as I started talking about my findings I saw the emails disappearing one by one, probably deleting them from his phone in the moment. Then, denial, denial, denial. That was the last time that boy ever took me for a fool. 7. On a 19-hour flight booked himself up front in business class, and me in the back with our 4 kids, including the baby on my lap. When I asked him to switch places with me for 2 out of those 19 hours, he told me he couldn't believe how selfish I was being. 8. They called me a burden when I was a guest at their house. 9. I realized I was parenting him instead of being with him. 10. Ex-husband said I should get pregnant because it would give me something to do. I was already working 2 jobs.